Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising. Good morning, people. This is another edition of the Morning Mac Show. And I would like to say to all of you people out there, all you govies and all you federal people that got today off, I'm going to talk about that in the show. That's going to be the first thing off the top of the dome. But here's the real first thing. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's an awesome book. Get this book right along with Molly Moss Sea Moss. Get sea moss for your body. I cannot stress it any more than that. Molly Moss Sea Moss. 92 vitamins and minerals that your body needs to boost your immune system health. Causes to help reduce inflammation in the body caused by mucus. You know, a lot of stuff we don't know, but all you got to do pick a book up and read a little bit about it. You'll be surprised, and then you're going to be running to get this boy's product. Not because I'm telling you, because it's good and it's verifiable. I tried it, had it, love it. The lemonade, the teas, the smoothies, the gelatinous form. He's awesome at what he do. So y'all get with Molly Mall, his sea moss, black owned, black ran business. Okay, always bet on black. That's what I say. Actually, I always say bet on fat, but he's not fat. He's a slim goodie. But but still bet on him. I normally say skinny people is evil and I don't trust them because they can't remember to eat, but that's not true. They eat good, healthy, and clean. Well, this particular dude does. Anyway, all righty, going on with the show today. Let's say good morning to my panelists. Good morning, funny man, David Green. Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
You missed me so much yesterday that you the first one on the scene today.
Yeah. Hey, I paid a homage to you on the show last night.
You know what? I saw that bullshit. I did. I saw right Shades Degree. You did it, and then the other girl jumped on the bandwagon. I too sponsoring the book. I'm like, I saw you guys. I really miss you guys. I wish I was there to shake things up a bit, because it wouldn't have went down like that. It wouldn't if I was there. And I saw that takeover at the end, and I just, but we're gonna have time to talk about that at the end about what we're talking about because people don't know out there don't know,
right?
They don't know. So who else we got in the house? So just me and you so far? That's fine. That's good. I will tell you. Let's start with over the weekend. A weekend recap. Friday was awesome. That was Lee's show. Friday the Galactic Panther. So sorry you guys didn't come. Lee didn't tell me to after the show. This woman, I'm doing my act right. This woman walked up to me on stage, David. I didn't know. Lee said, that stud was trying to pick you up. She said it was a stud trying to pick me up. I said, well, I just thought she was just, being a heckler in the crowd, right?
Right.
She walked up on me and said, baby girl, I don't think you fat. I'm like, yeah, I'm fat, She said, but I don't look at you as being all fat. I said, look, I'm not my 600-pound light fat, but bitch, I'm fat. I'm fat, but I still be fucking and stuff though. I'm not my 600-pound, because I still be getting it in. But yeah, I'm fat. And she was like, you look good to me. I was like, I wasn't internalizing that was, she was trying to, and I did the part where Big Girl got some good coochie. She said they sure do, and I'm like, but big disabled coochie is good, because I was a little like, what are you talking about? And she said that she got good coochie too. I mean, I didn't understand. And Lee was trying to ease up to get between us so she can tell the lady, sit back down, get your back in your seat, get out of Althea's face. Because she was up on me like this, David, like, yeah. I'm like, I said, yeah, I'm fat. That's pretty hungry and thirsty. Throw that away. Go over there. What was going on. So I just finished doing my thing, and I tell you, but it was fun. Friday, Rodney and the missus came out. So big shouts out to Rodney and Vicky. Shout out to Phil Page. The Morning Mac show was in the house. I was loving it. I was representing for our show because we are a brand, whether you like it or not. If you associate yourself with me, you family, right?
Right.
So I consider us all what we do on the panel, when we go to critique things, when we talk about people, talk about issues, I consider us all family here on the panel, okay? Whether you like it or not, okay? And I try to represent for us, like, especially when I'm out, I try to give a good performance. I try to be memorable so people can want to come and check out our podcast, check out and see what they singing. So that's what I do. When I say I represent us, I mean that to the fullest because I love you guys. So, boom, with that being said. So, Saturday, I saw Phil, I saw Rodney and Vicky on Friday. Saturday, I got a chance to see JoJo Baby and do his thing. And it was funny. We had a great time Saturday at Aberdeen, Maryland. Oh, David, I wish you was down there. What happened, David? Why you didn't do the Aberdeen, Maryland one? David, it was a sold-out show. The tickets at first was kind of skittish, because we didn't know what kind of crowd we was going to get, but it ended up being a sold-out event. Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We were standing up. We came, we got there a little late, but because of traffic, it took us 3 hours, Dave. I said, this is how David Greenfield. We was driving from 5. We didn't get there like to 8:15. When I tell you my legs were numb in that 3 hours, I was like, I got to get some better compression stockings or some better support. Oh, let me pause the story real quick and say good morning to Damian Seaman. I see you.
Hi, beautiful Althea. Good to see you this morning.
I'm glad to be seen. I'm glad to be seen. Baby.
You should be glad. You should be glad to be beautiful.
Oh, Damian, thank you so much. I'm glad that there's some distance between us because when you got that game on, you be macking hard.
Oh man, I mac hard. I mean, I mac. Matter of fact, my wife says that sometimes Damian runs amok. Yeah, I'll run the fuck out of a muck, but I love the mac.
I like that. David, you hear that?
Yeah.
Good morning to my brother DJ Slicky Woo Boo. Okay, so back to the story. I mean, Phil did his thing. I did his thing. We represented really hard for the Morning Mac show. Again in that place, it was we were standing up. Me and Lee, Lee was there too. Me, Lee. So when you see the pictures online, you're going to see the pictures. I don't think I'm in too many pictures, but you're going to see the picture of Phil, JoJo Baby, and Lee. There's one picture with them three in there, and it makes me laugh. I said, look at that. 3 the hard way. The jokers, but it was like I said, it was a good time, a good event. DJ B Man wanted to come on this morning. But I don't know where he is. I sent them the link. He might pop in later. And it was JoJo, and he could tell you, Phil, they could tell you how we had such a good time. It's always a good time when they run out of food. That's how you know the event was a hit. They ran out of French fries. So Damien Seamoss, you got your big event coming up this Saturday. Don't you run out of food, Damien.
No, it's Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Friday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't be telling people Saturday. They'll show up way too late. That shit'll be done, and it's already they want the food. They're gonna be there Friday on time. They're gonna be there. Yeah. Well, I mean, right now the owner says there's more reservations than he has seats, and I said just keep the reservations coming. Fuck them. We'll serve them outside in their car. I don't give a shit.
I think they give a shit, Damien. You can't say you don't give a shit. They just gonna have to stand in room only. Some people know how to eat standing up, eat with one hand and standing. Some people have the talent to do that. Me, unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that possess that talent that can eat standing up. Now that's a little finger food, but you're talking about stuff like Saint Moritz and prime rib and stuffed baked Alaskan salmon and with crab meat and all that kind of stuff.
With all the trimmings. You
talking about fancy shit like that. Fancy shit like that. You need to sit down. You need to sit down. Speaking of
I told the owner, I said everyone needs to sit down because this is a stand-up comedy show. Everyone needs to sit down, pay attention, and get their swerve on because we're about to fuck shit up on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. And that segues right into my next thing I want to talk about, something that's fucked up to me. Now, this is my opinion. I'm about to run it off, give my opinion, and you guys can tag in and tell me how you guys feel about it. Because I feel strongly about this bullshit that they call Columbus Day today. I feel like this. You guys, when America knows what I'm talking about when I say you guys. You did some bullshit in the past and you found out it was some bullshit. We found out all of that was some bullshit. But instead of you taking that day off the books and scrubbing it completely, which it needs to be, that shit don't need to be celebrated. But you got rape, pillage, plunder, and kill people. That does not need to be celebrated. So what you did as a Band-Aid to put over it, say Indigenous People Day. That's some bullshit because that doesn't take back about what happened on that day. That don't make them people feel no better about what happened. Why does America always try to put a Band-Aid over their BS? Huh? You done got a damn 6-inch army knife with the ranges on it across the belly, but you're going to try to put a damn little daggone Band-Aid on it. Like, oh, yeah, that happened. That was fucked up. That it happened. It was heinous. Let me put a Band-Aid on it. Why not fix it right? Fix it properly and say, yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but it did. But this is how we're going to move forward. And instead of y'all put some bullshit, it's Indigenous People Day. What the fuck? What the fuck? Really? And then, okay, so on Thanksgiving, do you say, oh, that's the white people takeover day? Because that's when they came here and tried to take over America. Do we say that? No. If you going to do it right, do it fucking right. I'm so tired of this, putting Band-Aids over stuff. You messed up. We all know you messed up. Columbus Day, that should be taken off the books. Stricken that day. We shouldn't be selling that, bringing that nowhere. You didn't want to celebrate. You too, Arizona, talking to Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all didn't want to celebrate Martin Luther King's Day, right? But you want to celebrate some bullshit like Columbus Day, right? Get it right. Get it straight. Get it right. That just makes me mad. And then, we're gonna put Indigenous people there. How does the Indigenous people feel? How you think that make them feel? Ugh. David, what's your opinion on it? And then of Columbus Day, how you feel about it? And then we're gonna go to you, Damien, right after David give his opinion.
My opinion on what?
On Columbus Day, how do you feel about them?
Oh, Columbus Day. Columbus Day.
Today is a federal holiday. That's that bullshit. So they changed Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day. What do you just take on that? If you have an opinion, you may not even thought about it.
I mean, is this the day that I can just take over somebody's house? I mean, I can just, maybe.
Just
this is a nice house.
Mansion. Just don't go to
This is a nice house. It's mine for the day. You know what I mean. And I find it crazy how they sit there and say he called the people Indians because he thought he was in India or something like that.
Yep, that is correct. He took the wrong spice route. He's an idiot.
Took the wrong route.
He was
not only he took over the land, but he named the people that already had names. I mean, that's
how about that? Hey, I'm gonna name you David. So you David from now on.
You were Indians. No, we're not. And to this day, that's what they still call that. That is crazy.
It bullshit sticks, don't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Jeez. You
then when you hear the stories and stuff and all that, like the things that he did, as far as like raping women, children, possibly men, and just the evil stuff he did and stuff like that and all, people, praising him and stuff like that. I don't know.
Damien, how you feel about it?
Well, I can quote one of my favorite comedians, George Carlin. George Carlin said it best. He goes, "You guys have no idea who runs this country. The real rulers are the ones with the money. And they are the takers and not the givers." And that is actually what our country is founded on. White people from Europe, England, coming to a country they've never seen. It was totally fucking beautiful. And now it's just fucking shopping malls, mini marts. And you took it all away from a very indigenous population, which is not Indian. It's Arapaho. It's Chokoloskee. It's Cheyenne. You got to call them by their name. I want to be called by my name, Damien Seaman. Okay.
Right.
So, if you want to come into my house and you want to call me by another name, I'm going to smack you in the fucking mouth. Get the fuck out of my house. But they didn't have that power because, it was at a time when, the Indians had bows and arrows and we came over with guns.
Mm-hmm. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You're right.
There you go, Althea. Right. You just nailed it. It was coming out of my mouth when you were saying it. Yeah.
Good morning, Trey Wiz. Trey's
hey, good morning.
What's up, Trey?
Good morning, y'all. What's going on, y'all?
I think you heard a little bit of what we're talking about. Everybody's weighing in on this holiday today. Good morning, LA Josh Preston and Slicky.
Good morning.
How do y'all feel
Yeah,
about
Slicky in there.
People Day?
Hey, hold on one sec. Hey, Reese,
Yes.
I think it's L.A. Preston said he wanted on the show.
Come on,
Yeah.
Josh, get on here.
He say he want to get the link.
Yeah, Josh is off today. He usually working and be watching and supporting. I'm gonna send Josh the link. I know y'all probably like, she got Josh. Yes, Josh, I got you, boo.
I ain't give a fuck. I ain't say that.
There we go.
We watch the show every fucking day. I probably had this number
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Althea, I love what he just said. You know, when you're talking about Columbus Day, when Christopher Columbus came and he thought he hit India, he's like, oh, shit, this ain't India. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You know, but that's messed up. That's like a nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. That's like somebody coming up and he thinking he's hitting the girlfriend and it's the wrong broad. Oh, that's the cousin. Do you say I don't give a fuck? No, you gonna get messed up.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was you, honey. That was your cousin. I knew your butt felt different.
So when was the day changed to Indigenous People Day or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Who? Let me Google that for you, and I'm gonna tell you because it was not too long ago. All of a sudden, after all these many years, when.
So what was your question like about it or whatever? What were you talking? Like what was y'all talking about?
Columbus Day become Indigenous People Day.
See, if Destiny was on the show, would have already been in the comments.
All right, now that's that shit. All right, go ahead.
Okay, Berkeley, California made it official in 1992. But when did the world observe it as a national holiday? When did Indigenous People Day become a federal holiday? 2021. Boom. Bye-bye. Okay. So in 2021, not only did Biden give you Juneteenth, he gave you Indigenous People Day. So what? So, I mean, if people eat that kind of crap up, like that erase and that helps heal everything that, you know, anyway, y'all go, you know, that's what it was about, Trey. It's about, like I said earlier, how America, we have a heinous history of doing shit, but we don't take onus the president for it. Instead, there's a big ass gaping gash, and we try to put a little band-aid on it. Okay, we're gonna change it this now. Go on your way, go on. Like, mama, I need stitches. I done bust my head wide open. No, go ahead. Frolic, continue on. Like that. So 2021 is when it became federal, and that's when Biden signed that in. That's also when he signed Juneteenth in too, the same year, 2021. He was signing some shit in, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Althea. Okay. Just some other big ass old white dude putting a Band-Aid on something that everyone was like, you know what? You were wrong. Indians are not Indians. Indians were Mexicans. Indians were part of a whole country that was untouched, unscathed. And they came and turned it into a fucking shopping mall. God damn it. Yeah, so it's shopping mall day to me. They're open.
Well, it's got to be grocery store day for me because I'm broke, but I got food stamps.
I feel like Josh was slide in here and say something enlightening because y'all ain't saying shit.
Good morning, LA Josh Preston. Oh, but you didn't give your take on you don't. I mean, I know you in a younger group, but do you care one way or another?
Well, my age doesn't have anything to do with me caring.
I mean,
thank you for opening up the question and asking.
Basically, what I'm saying.
The younger generation.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to be the voice for the younger generation.
Okay.
I personally, yeah, I don't want to be. I just want to be an adult. Really. But do I care? No, because I don't really see anybody teaching anything. If you look around, you see some people actually like looking at text, trying to facilitate, trying to teach. Maybe I should look at more places that are giving credible like facts about history and everything. Don't see any reason why anybody should be bothered either way, personally. Like you shouldn't.
They're still teaching children Columbus Day. They're still teaching that in school.
So what are we teaching them?
That's the question. That's a good question.
Yeah. So if I don't have an answer for that, then I don't give a fuck. Yeah. As soon as we start talking about it, then I give a fuck. As soon as I see more like circles actually having these discussions outside of it actually being the day of, and now it's talked about and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see more history talked about. I would love to see all these, everything that, like America's timeline, really address truthful information. But I mean, I don't expect it to be taught correctly by schools because that will alter everything we think. That will alter the way we view each other in a positive way, but not a positive way for them, for the 1% that control the shit. So I don't know. Hand it over to Josh.
He just said it. Wait a minute. He just said it. The 1% that controls this shit. He just fucking said it.
There's only like 6 or 7 of them, really. At the most, that control everything that I ain't trying to be all conscious and be one of those, but that's what it is. So I don't give a fuck until we start actually talking about it. What's up, Josh? Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
What's up, Josh?
Not a whole lot.
So I'm glad you're on the platform. All the platforms that are watching, I thank you for your love and support. When you're out there commenting, that goes a long way. So when you comment and just share and get everybody else in here so we can have this big old conversation. How do you feel about Indigenous? How do you feel about today being a federal holiday? I'm going to take it from there and let you go.
Well, I got the day off, so I'm very happy about it. That's one thing. but for real, on the Indigenous people thing, it happened, and what we can do is that we can learn from it and keep it moving. I think the problem here is that we too much focus on the past and not worrying about the present and the future. It's like everything. It's just like when they signed the Juneteenth, and it was a good thing for us, but it seems like when it comes, I'm gonna be black right now. When it comes to black people, every time a black person gets something, somebody else also has to get something. Just like when the civil rights, everything was supposed to be for black people, but now here come the women and the gays, and they all got something. And now here it is. We wanted Juneteenth. The Indigenous. Well, let's make Columbus Day Indigenous People Day. It's something like we can't even have things on our own. And I'm one of those people that's like, hey man, we built this. We're part of America. We built this country up, and free labor pretty much. And it's not Columbus. What was funny about Columbus that he didn't even come to America. He was busy down there in Dominican and Republic and all those, Cuba and all those places. He didn't even come to America, but yet he got his own country day and stuff. So I mean, it's fine. It happened. Let's just move forward and let's see what we can do to make something like this not happen again. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing for history. We learn from history. So if we can, the good parts, we can keep on doing it. And the bad parts, we can learn from it and say, hey, let's do something different next time. I think that's
preach, brother, preach.
Oh, because all they didn't change the day. They just put a Band-Aid on it and say, here, take that. I'm going to put some salt in this food. Now y'all eat it up. It's the same bullshit. Scratch that and give me something totally different. But they don't do that. They try to, that's how they fix stuff. Put a little salt on it, that little Salt Bay. That's what that is. Little Salt Bay. Here, y'all go ahead and eat it up. Mama, ain't this the same spaghetti from last week? No, it got salt on it. This is some different shit. Eat it up. And you thinking in the back of your mind, A week ago, I tasted these same tomatoes and these same noodles. And people may got a little salt on it, but ain't this the same shit? That's
Same.
They put additives and preservatives to their bullshit so they can keep passing it right along. Okay.
Hey, I vote Althea McFarland for president. Lock it in.
No, you're not gonna get me shot at. I'm a big ass target too.
Hell no. We got some stuff to prep her for before we say that shit. We got to prep her for some shit that we know. Pass the information around before she become president. Fuck that shit.
Wait, but hold up. Are you trying to put down my candidacy, or are you trying to support my candidacy?
I'm saying, fuck no. We got some information we need to pass around first and network with you before we do any shit like that and put you up there. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. I also agree with Trey. It doesn't really matter who the president is. You don't watch who the president. See, to me, that's you don't watch who the president is. You watch what those rich people are doing. That's why I'm watching what Elon Musk is doing. I'm watching what Bill Gates is doing. Warren Buffett. Those rich people in Dubai, I'm watching and see what they're up to. Like this presidency, like I said, this presidency, they're saying it's a big deal. Oh, first black woman and all this stuff. Another I ain't worried about it. What is Elon Musk doing? What are you doing with them spaces and on rockets and Bill Gates and all this food and stuff? You know, that's what I'm watching.
Elon
is going to be who they are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the president is. They're still going to be. Yeah. Those are the ones.
Yeah, exactly. They control the market.
They're trying to replace everybody with robots. That's what they're doing.
I mean, that's where it's going. Everything, the physical money is going away, and the power is going away. I don't know.
I just seen a documentary or whatever on Netflix or whatever, and yeah, they're trying to pretty much everything robots.
Yeah. Ain't no, I don't feel like coming in. I'm going to call out. I don't feel like it today. Ain't none of that shit. You can have robots on the job 24/7 all day, every day.
Versus no
break.
My wife Connie just
no break.
She was listening to the conversation. My wife Connie just got up. She was listening to the conversation. She just gave me a drive-by. She stood right next to me and farted. God damn it. That's what she thinks about Columbus Day. Go shit on yourself. Fuck you. She don't like Columbus Day, but she likes the fact that somebody's got a day off. I mean, what the hell are you celebrating? Right, Connie?
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Good morning, Miss Connie, if you can hear us. But
say good morning.
I don't know. We on the wrong shit. I swear to God. There's nothing wrong with the conversation what we talking about. But we just on the wrong shit. I just feel like we got so many fucking fish to fry. Sorry to cuss excessively this morning, but I feel like we got so many fish to fry that can we get on the real? Like, and I'm not saying like what we talking about this morning. I'm talking about as a whole, as people in general, because the white and black shit actually doesn't matter anymore. As much racism, all that shit might be going on, or whatever's spewed or whatever's put out there, that shit doesn't matter because we all on the same fucking boat. So
yeah,
shit is heading left. Shit is going south, or whatever euphemism you want to use. But we need to pass around information. Like it's time to figure out where the shit come. It's time to figure shit out. I know Kenny said something about the library being his access to his information, and that's cool and all. But everything has a glass ceiling. So I feel like any information we can find outside of the library, outside of the stores, and all of that, if anybody has any type of access to that, let's get back to passing that type of shit around, because this shit going left. And if you don't figure this shit out, your ass is going to drown soon. So I just hope everybody researching and looking some shit up, because
hey, bro, that is amazing, and I agree with you. And we need to break through that glass ceiling. Fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Good morning, JoJo Baby, Brenda Brown, and Shaquan Williams. Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
What's up, y'all? Good morning.
What's up?
I also think that we need to start doing it from the bottom up. It seems like we're trying to get this thing from the top. I think we should need to start from the bottom. Like I always talk about this election and this presidency. Forget that. who is your representative for your city? Who is your city council? Those people, those who you really need to talk to and get this thing taken care of. Like in my city, we sit there and we talk and we discuss what we can make here in Roanoke, Virginia better. Once we try to figure that out, and once we get that out, then we go from city, then go to the next city, then maybe now we go to the state, and then we try to build up from that end, build from
that formula out. Yeah, type shit.
Just trying to say, oh,
it's called the foundation. The foundation is at the bottom. You got to have a strong foundation. If not, you're a house on the sand instead of a house on a rock.
Right.
You got to start from the foundation. I agree 100%.
What I'm saying is that a lot of people are trying to figure out, just because, okay, if say Kamala Harris does become president, okay, we got a black president, now everything's gonna be good for black people. No, the bottom is the one that we got to really focus on. So we saw it with Obama. We thought, oh, we were going to get our 40 acres and a mule. We didn't get that. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. Let's start at the bottom, work on ourselves, work on
the Obamacare and the phone.
Your city. You do that, and then you build and you build and you build, and sooner or later it'll work itself out. We just want it now, like with even with our civil rights. Our civil rights happened in the 60s. Here it is 60 years later, and we're still talking about the same stuff that happened freaking 60 years ago. And because we're just, this generation wants it now. And I keep telling my generation, like I'm Gen X, it's like we're not going to get it now. It's going to take maybe 100 to even 200 years for us to get where we want to be. But for us to get to that situation in 100 to 200 years, we got to start working the foundation now and build and build and build. So hopefully our great grandchildren or our great grandchildren can I guess bear the fruit that we tried so hard to focus on. And so just like the slaves and the Nat Turners and all those people did all that rebellion stuff, they got nothing. Freaking Nat Turner got hung and all this stuff. He got nothing. But now we're bearing his kind of fruit on him being a rebel and all that stuff. And now we're getting what he wanted. And that's the same thing here. We want to be up at the top. We got to work and work and work and work for our next generation.
Who's going to lead? Josh, I got a question for you. Who's going to lead our next generation? Who and anybody in Gen X, who's leading? Because we know the civil rights movement are great people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Reverend Abernathy, and all these other political, that was for the 50s and the 60s, for the progression of that. And that's what landed us here, where we don't have to have whites only fountains and separate institutions. That what they did back then landed us here. They gave us a little liberties. But my question is, who's going to take the ball now? What's the next generation? Who's going forward for us for the next generation as a group of people? Where do our leaders look like now?
Glorilla?
No, they do not. No, they do not look like Glorilla. They look like me. They look like people who's out here that's from the bottom and doing everything they have to do to get to the top the right way. That's what they look like. That's what our leaders look like. And no, you're not going to learn everything in school. A lot of the things I learned from doing research. But our leaders are ourselves. We are Generation X. It's time for us to take over and do what we have to do as a people. We cannot rely on anyone else. It's dire for us to take our own steps now. That's all I'm saying.
You're right about that.
That's a good point, Shaquan.
But why are we still looking at?
You say it's going south, but it's definitely going south. And I hear you, and that sounds like a winning. I'm just going to be on the on the line with what's really happening now. The move is in the young people. You know what I mean? And they don't even let the young people talk about the move on the music and in the radio and stuff like that, unless you have a little circle that you're in. But I'm talking about mainstream. I'm talking about the main push. So, they don't even talk about stuff like that no more. Remember songs used to say stuff about,
it had a message or something.
And they're not fight the power. Do y'all remember that song?
You don't hear none of that no more. You don't hear any of that type of song no more.
They say, I'm too loud.
What's that joint James Brown did?
the lyrics that was positive.
The people joint. What is it? Oh no, you talking about? It's a whole bunch of them.
KRS-One. I mean, I'm talking about people like this that talk about our people. See, the mainstream they didn't push our people out of the airways, but they pushed the messages out. They pushed the message away. So, you know what I mean? So it's just, I just don't see it I don't see I hear what you said with what baby girl name is. Who was that just spoke? I'm sorry.
Mr. Quan.
I hear what you're saying, and you absolutely correct. And yeah, individually you have little pockets of this, but as a whole, that's a battle. That's a battle that I don't think they're gonna allow nobody to win. You know what I mean? Like they'll spend everything. They'll spend a major part of their monies to keep somebody bonded and held back. So ain't a whole lot to that.
And JoJo, it's not just music, but I just found this out.
Right.
You know,
I was just using that one example.
Just like Quan's was saying about doing research or whatever like that. No, I didn't know. There was a guy that wanted to start a church and everything, you know, trying to raise money for a church. And then somebody was like, you don't have to raise money. All you gotta do is get a church loan or something like that. And it was like, yeah, you can get, you know, make all these millions and stuff and all of the church loan. Come to find out, in order to get the church loan, he has to preach and everything and all. The message and everything and all that they want. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. If it didn't go with their guidelines, whatever and all, then they wasn't going to fund them.
Oh, ain't no question. Oh, ain't no question.
That's
Kenneth Clark. Is that he a preacher? He got his unorthodox minister. Kenneth Clark do it go that way? Kenny, if you don't preach what they want you to preach, they're not going to fund you.
He's not trying to open a church, though.
Oh.
That's what makes the difference, really, with him, because he's not trying to open a church. Like he's not opening up a building that you're going to for, you know, that controls the narrative of the neighborhood. He out there, like, you know, physically instead. So it'll make it a little different.
You can do it. You just can't do it off their dime. That's all.
Right. Yeah, you can do it yourself. Yeah, it's just like they control it if you need the money and resources.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with Kenneth Clark. We do have a plethora of ways of making change, but the problem is what I hear is more people talking about things we can't do as opposed to what we can do. Let's focus on the positive as opposed to the negative, because that's where change comes. Change starts as an idea, and we have to get out of this mental diagram that we're limited, because we're not. It's time to start thinking outside the box, and we need to change with society. That's it.
Well, I just don't think we're looking at each other.
Okay.
I just don't think we're looking at each other because. Oh, go ahead.
I agree with Michael Jackson. The children are our future. Have you ever sat down and watched babies? You know, toddlers. And it doesn't matter what color they are or anything. They will play with each other. They have no reason not to. It's only to a point where they get an education from someone that tells them what it's supposed to be, that becomes the problem. So think about the education. You take toddlers, you put them in a room, they're all going to play together. They don't give two fiddlers fuck what you look like, what color you are, none of that shit. But as soon as they get to an age where all the books are coming in and you're getting told what to do, you're getting grades for you know, what you say, what you don't say. At the end of the day, we need to learn from the babies, because they don't give a fiddler's fuck. They just want cookies and Kool-Aid. And
Damien, I'm gonna dial you back a little bit more, because it's not what they learn in school, it's what they learn from their parents and the people that surround them.
I agree. Lock it in.
They get that first before they even know how to. This little 3-year-old baby ain't even in school. Go and say, "Mom, look a nigga." What? We just all turned around. We was like, "Okay, we know what you learning at home."
I agree with you there. I mean, you learn what your parents tell you. I mean, you got to
Who was they
respect
with?
your
Who was they with? Their mother?
It looked like the mama and the Meemaw.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's when the parent need to get smacked across their mouth. That way the son get to see that without putting the hands on the kid. You know what I mean?
We was in Walmart, yo. We was in Walmart. And we was like, okay. You know, because it was like, you know how you look at the kid and smile like, hey, you know.
Yeah, you gotta keep a little edge, baby. Somebody, you know, did you have a niece with you or somebody? I'd have sick my little cousin niece on her. I'd have been like, hit that bitch in the mouth.
No, we was just walking around just shopping the mall. We was like, okay.
That's when like, you know how somebody walking and your cart accidentally hit the back of their motherfucking ankle and shit like that. Oops, sorry, excuse me, cracker. You know what I'm saying?
No, we just stopped speaking.
Oh, my bad.
Stop speaking to the kids, you know, just because you don't know what they're gonna say out their mouth, you know.
Yeah, but like you said, the parents caught that. So I'm talking about the parent getting that little ankle. Oh, excuse me, in the back of the line.
You can get the
parent, not the kid. I just said that's when the parent need to get hit in their mouth, or the back of that cart hit the back of that ankle on the parent. You know what I'm saying? While they walking, you creep up and you catch that step right when they get ready to lift it up.
Right there where that croc band was at.
Yeah, get that joint caught up under that joint. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
So when are we gonna?
We got a video up though, y'all.
You needed me with you. You needed me with you that day.
Let's see. What's this?
We could have found something to do.
We, you know, and it's like your kind of connection with the Black community, but you're Cuban. Like
I'm Black first.
Yeah,
I'm Black first.
So
what
I
always
ask,
tell
like,
people,
how you identify yourself.
Are you full Cuban? I'm full Cuban. I thought he was Black too.
I know,
but I am Black.
No, everyone thinks that you are like the Black lineage.
All right,
like, you know, like
let me explain how it works. You know, this is another thing that I feel like we as Black people get caught up in, that
semantics
that separates us as opposed to uniting us. We get caught up in where the ship dropped us off versus where the ship picked us up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all come from the same root. It's just a tree with different branches. The same boat that picked up your ancestors picked up my ancestors. Only they dropped yours off here. They made a pit stop in the Caribbean and dropped mine off.
Mm-hmm.
But my ancestors still dealt with slavery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, still dealt with being, you know, having their family and their lives ripped from them, and having to come back from colonialism and slavery.
You keep saying we.
Okay. That was a good video, good point, especially when we're talking about today. We're talking about colonialism and Indigenous People Day and all of that good stuff. What do you think about what she's saying? Because I guess it sounds like to me that she's saying that he's not a part of we, and we are way bigger than what we think we are when we look at each other and say we. You know, because I'm gonna be honest. You can have a Jamaican, African, a Brazilian person, and you can even have an Indian person. We all have the same dark hue. When other people look at us, until we open our mouths, they don't know where we're from. They think that we all are the same until we speak a different dialect. Oh, you're from France? Oh, you from Port-au-Prince? Or you from Dominican? That's when we break it down. But when you look at us, we don't stand like we look. We look like we all the same group of people, but we won't stand together, united like that. You feel what I'm saying?
That's that information and knowledge that I was saying that we need to pass around. When I said something about us being on the wrong shit, usually completely on the wrong shit. That's what I meant. We don't even know the difference between race and nationality first before we even get upset or flustered by anything. So yeah, I mean, we don't even know. It's like we don't know too much. I know a lot of smart Black people of color, and all of that, but it's seeming like we don't know too much. Because her as the host, That's Melissa Ford, but her as the host, she wasn't educated on the fact that we can live anywhere on the planet and still carry a certain lineage. But I don't know. That's that education I'm talking about. We need to pass between each other, so we know those things anyway. So we don't insult the next person and say, you're not black because you're not from a certain geographical. What the fuck? I don't know.
All right, where you gonna pass that? Where you gonna pass that? Where you gonna pass that at? How you gonna do that? That's what I see. This. How would you do that if they're not doing it in the school system? To something on a major branch.
Why are we looking for the school system? Why are we still looking for the schools? Why are you looking for somebody to?
I'm not. But I'm saying that's where they sending our kids as a whole, homie. That's what I'm talking about. Our kids go there. Okay. That's why, because they go there every day for 8 hours.
Understood, but the information. But where when we said something about Gen X and we said something about levels to this shit, we have people. There's plenty of sources. There's plenty of people that have information that could be passed. How much information are we actually looking for? How much information are we actually trying to seek out? Because I'm not looking. We know what we got to send them because we got to take our ass to work. So since we got to take our ass to work and we can't give them that undivided attention by homeschooling them and all that, we usually don't even have the time or capacity to really do too much research because you're trying to get your ass up for the next day.
Exactly.
But I didn't say it's impossible. Exactly what? Because I didn't say anything was impossible. Everything is possible. I'm
not saying impossible. I'm just playing here on the line, like I say, yo.
Well, when you say exactly,
somebody else talk for a minute. Go ahead. Kick it.
All right, whatever.
Listen,
I'm just saying, let somebody else's opinion because ours, what I'm saying, ours clashes, let somebody else's opinion jump off. That's what I'm saying. Don't be whatever in me about that. I ain't meaning.
Can
I say something real quick? Last year I had to do a research on the Tulsa massacre, and that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We know Sarah Page started the whole thing. This was something that my 15-year-old son, he was not taught in school. When I learned about the Tulsa massacre, when I learned about the Red Summer, guess what? All 4 of my children learned about it. You know why? Because as a parent, it's my job to teach them what I know so that they can further educate themselves. See, I want my next generation to be better than me. I don't want them to go through what I went through. I don't want them to have the struggles. And it starts at home. You teach what you know. And what you don't know, you learn. You find out. Nobody's a perfect parent, but we have to go. And like Kenneth said, slow and steady is the key. It takes time.
Donald Trump is president. So you just go and see what the households are teaching at home and how they thinking. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, yo. So there's another far-fetched teaching home. She just talked about the little 3-year-old saying, hey, mom, look at that little brother. You know what I'm saying? Except he didn't use the brother word. He used the other word. You know what I'm saying? So, that's okay. Go ahead. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think that there comes a time and a place for everyone in my world anyway. There comes a time and a place where you actually. I agree with what she was saying because that was some powerful shit. Good job, girl. It starts in your kitchen. It starts with your babies, and if you put that poison in their head and you teach them those words, they will use them. So don't do that.
But not just those words. I'm just talking about that's extreme. I'm talking about just the ignorance in household. People sit around and watch news on the day, all times off, and hear this. They're one choice or the other. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. You know what I mean? And it's not only just racism. I'm saying it's Republican, Democrat. It's all kinds of stuff. Lower class, higher class. It's everything. You know what I mean? You can break it all down.
Nowadays you have people that will sit there and like forget about the past, worry about the future, or whatever like that. No, but like Shaquan said about research and all, when you research and everything, you know what I mean, in order to research, you have to go back to the past in order to, you know what I mean, right to find the root of the problem.
Right. That's what I said.
In order to fix it. Damien, hold it. I want to ask to bounce over what Shaquan said. Now,
Go ahead.
Programs like this, like we get a discussion and we get a topic. I bring it to you. We bring it to you because we share knowledge amongst each other. Trey say what he know. Molly say what he know. What we know, what we vetted, we bring to a show like this. 3 years ago, 2020 or 2021, we talked about the massacre. Everybody in earshot. We was talking about that, and I always say, each one teach one, then all shall know. Like Trey said, we are an avenue of knowledge. We teach about it there, but how many people you think heard it, actually did some research on it? It was on the same program. We talked about it several times before, right here on the same program. So not only did other adults hear it, but how many of them think? Do you think they went back and did the research to say, is what she's saying true?
That's the only thing I'm asking y'all.
They don't. A lot of adults hear it and don't hear it. A lot of people, and you know what my niece told me? Right now, she is 28 years old. She said, Auntie, racism don't exist. That happened back in the past. But if you do not know your past, you got to use that as a roadmap to see where you're going. You're doomed to repeat it again because you don't know what liberties you got. You don't know what liberties in double fought for. You don't know where they are, where it on there. She told me racism don't exist. I said, well, keep your butt out there in the corporate world. You will see it. I used to think the same way. If my mom was on the show, she would tell you. When I was young, I used to think the same way. 14, 50 growing up, the same way. Life is what teach you. Your experience is what teach you. We give you trinkets of knowledge, go look it up. But it's up to you what you do with that. It's up to you how you spend that knowledge that was given to you.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Althea 100%. But I'm going to put a little twist in there. We were just talking. Shaquan was saying about research, and someone else was talking about what you teach your children, stuff like that. But when you're doing the research, I'm just going to put this out there for the panel. You got to know what's in the hot dogs you're eating. What's in it? What are they teaching? What are you putting in? You got to know what's in the fucking hot dogs.
But it was already said, like I said in the beginning, that we got to learn what we've learned in the past, so it doesn't happen in the future. That's why I say that's the reason why you look into the past. But what I'm saying is, don't let the past happen. It happened.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Learn from it. I mean, it happened. People are still so focused on we were slaves for 400 years. Yeah, I understand that, but let's focus on how that won't happen again. We know it happened. Let's just practice on our present and future. Let's see what we can do better. Because I'll tell you one thing about the school system. I graduated in 93. I remember, I think I was in junior high, and February came up, and we were going to learn about Black History Month. The teacher said, we're not going to do Black History Month this year. Oh, the hell you not going to do Black History Month this year? We, as the students, went to our high school, William Lemon High School, and said, yo, how are you not teaching Black History Month? We need to learn Black History Month. Guess what? February, we did Black History Month. Because I understand the parents, and that's the reason why I do this, because my parents embedded in me all that stuff about Black pride and having Black power and stuff. They said, hey, we went through this kind of stuff. What you going through now is nothing compared to what we went through. You tried getting attacked by dogs, getting called the N-word so freely. You don't have that in this. What you need to do is see something wrong and say something wrong. If you see something wrong, approach it. Some people will just see something wrong and just keep going. Oh, that's none of my business. No, we got to make it our business. And so we didn't just okay, we're not going to learn Black History Month, whatever. No, we went out there and said, no, we're going to learn this. If you see something wrong, you see somebody out in the street being justice is not, you go out there and you correct it. Try to be a better person and stuff. That's all I'm saying. And so I think we do have the power to make a change, but like I said, we got to start from the bottom and work our way up, man. Like here in Rona, we have a Black mayor, so it's easy for us to go up to him and say, "Hey, this is wrong. Let's fix this and fix that. And it's been working. It's been a struggle. We keep adding it. We keep chipping away. It's just like in Alcatraz when they escaped from Alcatraz. They didn't just blow over the wall. They chipped away at the wall. So finally they saw the light and they went through. And that's what we got to do. We got to keep chipping away. We lose a battle, fine. What's the next battle? Let's chip that away. We just got to keep working. Yeah. It's gonna be struggle. We're gonna be tired. We're gonna be exhausted. But hopefully, what we do now, our grandchildren and great grandchildren it'll be better for them. And that's all I want. I just want this to get better and better and better for us in life.
Trey, can you read the comments? I can't see. Can you see them?
Yeah, I can see it. Hold on 1 second.
Man, it was hard. I've been chipping away my whole life, man. But this mother throwing the bucket of gravel back in. I just can't seem to make them stop.
I know it's rough. It's tough, but you still gotta get at it, man. I know some people are like, oh man, this guy, I'm too. Some people say I'm too positive. It's like, but everybody's like, well, look at this. And then I'm saying, well, look what this happened. This happened here. Like people sit here and say, like, with the cops shooting black people and stuff like that. But nobody's looked at when Walter Scott got killed and that officer got 20 something years. They got justice for that person. There's times where, black people, we don't get the justice that we want. But there are times where, hey, justice did prevail and we got our justice. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes we got to look at the positive things like, okay, that happened in the 60s or 70s, that wouldn't have happened. But now in the 21st century,
I'm a very positive brother, yo, and I hear you, but I ain't no fool either. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see reality for what it is. Yes, we can chip and we can look and we can go, but I ain't no dummy. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna sit here and allow a blind eye, to hold me back from the truth, to have me digging and chipping at a fake ass wall that got a metal plank behind it. I mean, I'm not saying don't be. I'm telling you, I'm a very positive person. But when I'm on the topic we're talking about, it's so funky and deep, yo. It's, you know what I mean? Like, we're so separate. We don't even have one pipeline. Not even as a people, that we can all go to would connect us. They don't even allow that to happen. You can't even have one pipeline to go to. So, to get some information, it's got to be scattered so many ways. That way it can never become something big. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You up against it, baby. And I'm not saying don't fight. I fight. And I did. You would love to hear my story with the fight and how I came through. You know what I mean? But I ain't no dummy neither. I definitely ain't no dummy.
Yeah, but we as black people, man, we got to stick together and stick this out. Like we were talking about.
But that's your problem right there. That's an issue right there. That's where it's going to be issue at, because Jim Crow took it.
The issue with people of color is that they're too busy judging each other as opposed to trying to help each other. You can't come together if you're too busy trying to talk negativity about each other and judging this person. And like the guy said in the video, we need to focus on where the ship came from and not where they docked at. We're all one. It just irritates me to see that when black people say this or that, or not just black people, all people, because I'm an all people kind of person. Because I was like pro black. Oh, I'm African. And guess what happened? Ancestry.com smacked the shit out of me and gave me my heritage and my DNA results. I'm everything, okay? So I'm for all people, but at the end of the day, when it comes to my beautiful African-American people, what we have to do is we have to focus on making our future more positive and get off of the past. Yes, it's okay to learn about the past, but be emotionally intelligent enough to understand the feelings of others when we're talking about it. So it's all about ethics and emotional intelligence when we're going through this, because that's the only way we're going to get to a positive future, is if we're honest in an emotionally intelligent way.
Hey, Molly, tell her about the lizard. Tell her about the lizard with the ancestry.
Telling the lizard people.
I just want to say the Cuban thing. Like
They sent the lizard test in.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to listen to what
Go
LA
ahead, Dan.
saying.
Well, I'm just saying with us as black people, it seems like that we will take anything and make it a positive. We can do anything for us to be separated. Like he was talking about the Cuban situation. I look at that dude, I see a black man, I see a brother. But we are so colorized with each other. We've got even dark-skinned people talking about light-skinned people. We got light-skinned people talking about dark-skinned, light-skinned talking about brown-skinned people. I mean, the colorism, even though we're black, we're born here in America, there is still colorism within our people and stuff. And that, I never seen a white person go, man, you pink, you a pink, you call you cotton candy or something, man. You never hear white people say that. You never hear Mexican be like,
programming. That's what I'm saying. You gotta deprogram that.
We need to work with us, man. We're all black people, man. But everybody like white people are soft. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Why are we saying that kind of stuff? You know, like, oh, you black as dirt. What was it? African booty scratcher? I remember that daggone thing. I'm like, why are we calling each other names and stuff? We're black people. We need to get together and fight this stuff. But no, we're busy fighting ourselves. Only and talk about the color of our skin. We're fighting each other about the color of our skin, and that's the thing. I don't understand that. I really don't.
I got something to say about that. All right, so and this is a comedy show, so I got to tell you the comedy story. I don't know if you guys know who Jarvis Jackson is, but his stage name is Magnum Jackson, and I booked a show in Nashville, and he was like the only black person for 8 city blocks. Okay, and there was one guy in the front row. Here's what he said. He goes, "Hey, boy, we don't like coloreds here." And I was about to snatch that dude up, and Jarvis handled it in a very respectful way. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. He goes, "Hey, sir, this is a comedy show, and I want to tell you something. When I'm born, I'm black. When I'm sick, I'm black. When I'm dead, I'm black. When you're born, you're pink. When you're sick, you're green. When you're dead, you're purple. Who you calling colored?" And he shut up and walked out.
I thought you said your son said that, Damien.
Yeah, because you already, I was. Lying.
Always got a story, bro. Always got a top.
Be the same story to different people, though.
No competition.
No, Magnum Jackson. Let's see if there's a such person as Magnum Jackson. You know?
Go ahead, look him up. Look him up.
That was a real joke back in the day.
I heard the same thing with different strokes.
That was a real joke back in the day. That was a real joke. I forget what comedian it was that said it.
We know Steph Daddy. Hey, how you doing, Steph Daddy Lee?
What's going on? What's going on? But that was a real joke back in the day. And I used to have those type of controversies, conversations, uncomfortable conversations with a few folk that I knew in the South. I'm talking Clarksville, Tennessee. We had this debate of blacks and whites making jokes, because black folks, we really don't have jokes for white people, but they got plenty for us. So just as you said, Seaman, that happened. The black guy told that joke. The white guy, and there was Hispanics and Latin Americans sitting in the middle. They were like the referees, I was just let's get ready to rumble, motherfucker. I was an announcer. So then when the white guy came up and he says, "What's the best way in getting a black man out of a tree?" But he didn't say black man, he used the N-word. And he said, everybody was like, what? Get a ladder, call the fire department? He said, no, cut the rope. And that started a fight right there, but you stopped the fight. See, when you start talking about, as you mentioned, colorism, you got to look at it. You had passing. You're so white, you can pass to be white. You're passing. You're so white, you're right. If you're black, you better step back. We had all of these things already. We And you just don't realize how white people get on their white people too. You don't see that because you're not there. You know, they get on white people get on white people because they call them less than their poor white trash. If you living in a big house in a mansion, that they're beneath you if they're on the street. They treat them no different than what we treat our own. But they'll help their own versus we helping our own. They're not gonna huh?
You go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'm gonna chime in with this.
Okay, they're not going to give us their people to punish for whatever they did. They're gonna take their people, right or wrong, and lift them. We, on the other hand, will get nephew Tommy or Jimmy to kill them, or want to fight them, or have them locked up for no reason. So we are our own enemies in many ways.
Hey, Reese, can I ask Lee a question?
But let me interject this, and this may help you. Lee, you're saying that they don't treat theirs no different, right? That's true. But the brokest, loneliest bum, if you're a white guy, is still better than the richest nigga in the world. That's where racism come in. That's where that colorism and all that. That's that supremacy, that thinking. That no matter how low they are, I'm still better than the N-word. That episode of Little House on the Prairie, when Willis asked that question, would you rather be y'all remember the question because we brought it to the stage.
Yeah, he said that would you rather be a slave?
Would you remember it, Lee? You remember it, Trey?
Would you rather be the N-word or
or be what did he say, the N-word for 100 years?
I can't remember how he phrased it, but the dude walked out. He couldn't answer it.
Exactly.
Couldn't answer it. He walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was the question?
What was it? 12 years a slave? Oh boy, he couldn't pick 100 pounds of cotton. But though they beat the black guy for not being able to pick it and put the white guy in charge. See, they will uphold theirs, but we don't uphold ours. We give ours away to let somebody else punish. We won't defend our own. We don't even support our own. They don't even care how worse theirs is as a jamboree. They'll go out there and sit on that damn bed like, hey, to make sure he get up there. But we, no, we'll go to the bed like, hey, where we might get burned and tarred and feathered.
It comes from bad
programming. Huh?
It comes from bad programming. They badly, over years, we were programmed. So now we got to learn how to deprogram ourselves, think outside the box, and find a solution for our own salvation. It's bad. It starts up here. So a man thinketh and so a man is. If we keep saying, like Josh Preston, there's no such a thing as too positive. We need more positivity. We need more positive affirmations, positive thinking, so we can think as we is. You know, like we was going to the comedy show Saturday, and when your vibe or whatever, when the mood is low, it can bring your whole everything down. We have to keep each other lifted. If it wasn't for JoJo and Lee getting in the car, throwing stuff at me to get me in a different headspace, I would have my mind. I was in a bad headspace, and it took my brothers and sisters and shit to get me out of it. That's what we need to be for each other, accountability for each other. When they say, "Am I my brother's keeper?" If you see somebody down, don't compress that. Help lift them up a time or two, because the one word of kindness can change a person's mental. Because you don't never know what they're thinking. That's why everything starts in the mind. We got to change the way we think, to change the way we see things, change the way we perceive things, because we all are trying to get somewhere. We're all trying to get somewhere.
See, that's the thing, though. And what you said, that is true. We all see, and when you said that we all need to come together and look for that space. I can't remember exactly how you worded it, but people are doing that. But we are so separate, and so we don't come together at all. That it's not that it's not happening, but it's only happening
in
one pocket at a time. You know what I'm saying? So you got a whole bunch of pockets instead of one big bag. You know, so that's how it's kind of going down. You know, so it's just a hard uphill battle to get that big bag. And I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about a bag of people to unite, because we were deep in our separation. It was a deep thing. You know, we know the research on that, don't we all? We don't have to get into that, right? I mean, I didn't get touched. Me too, baby girl, Oklahoma City. I didn't learn that in school. I knew that way back in the day when I was going into the bad boy schools and the penitentiaries and stuff like that. That's where I learned that stuff at. You know what I mean? They didn't teach that in school. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Where the kids are, where they are, the places where they're bringing it together and they're there where they could unite. They don't allow the correct curriculum. You know what I mean? So
that's not the program. That's not the program.
Hold on. You got to realize that everyone went against teaching Black history. You know, what is it? The theory of Black history or slavery you can get over. Critical
racism.
Critical thinking. Critical African.
Everybody.
Critical
here's critical thinking.
But the thing, hold on, Daniel.
Hold on.
Man.
All I'm saying is when we look at our history, I mean it's our history, not his history, our history, not theirs. We gotta realize. We write it down. We don't get and it's authentic of what we write because we know our history. So if we take and they take ours and they rewrite it and change the words to it, it becomes their history. See, all they got to do is flip it and turn it into them, but we won't flip it and turn it back. We need to reverse some shit.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
My grandmother told me something before she passed away last year. She said to me that if you tell a lie long enough, it will become the truth. And this is facts because right now, today is Columbus Day. And I'm sure everybody on this page know that Columbus never stepped into America. But my children are out of school right now because they were taught that Columbus discovered America. And in all actuality, he only discovered Puerto Rico. So when a lie is told from generation to generation, it becomes truth to that next generation. All we have to do is undo the lie. All we have to do is be honest and let the truth come. But at the same time, we need to make it aware. I'm not saying get over it. What I'm saying is the path was already laid for us. We already had Martin Luther King. We already had the civil rights movement. So the path was already laid. So now all we got to do is stand on the foundation. We need to let the past, I'm not saying let the past go. I'm saying learn from it and move on as opposed to letting it hurt you. Because we've already earned our place in society. All we have to do is grab it like Lil Wayne said, pick the world up and drop it on its head. That's all we have to do. We just need confidence to do it. I'm ready. I ain't playing. I got this.
I feel you on that.
Oh, I'm ready.
That's what I said at the beginning of the show. That's what I said. That was the main premises of the Columbus Day thing. I said America don't own what they did. So yeah, I did it. So let's make it better. Instead, they try to put a band-aid over it and let you keep falling in the same hole. You can't. Oh, snap.
Yeah. Amber Alert. I just got that shit too.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this discussion. I really do. And what she just said, it just gave me goosebumps because you have to unteach the lie. But there's one person that I remember when I was in school in Gary, Indiana. There was one person that we had to study, and he could have been like an Elon Musk, but he wasn't. He was born of slaves. And his name was George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver 100,000 patents on how to take a peanut and turn it into something else. And he gave it away. He was the smartest man on the planet, George Washington Carver, at the time.
Dang. We all probably knew that, but it's good that you know that. I'm surprised you knew that.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's cool, because I didn't think you
Hold on.
I'm more comfortable around y'all than I am my white friends. God damn, I love y'all.
Hold on. He didn't give it away. They wouldn't give him patents for it. He had patents.
That's right.
But they took it. They took it.
Yep. That's right.
He didn't give nothing away.
No, they took it. You're right, Lee. 100%. Lock it in. Yeah.
Nigga, just like they're taking everything now. Ain't nothing changed. I don't know what y'all. I don't see where y'all see the big change at. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a. I just don't.
Was it a change, or we said what we got to do to make it change?
Yeah, I know.
Well, we need to make it.
But I'm sure the slaves was talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they wasn't no dummies.
No, they wasn't.
You can't speak for them. You guys speak
the
for us.
slaves ain't had
common sense would tell you
some
that.
Some of them niggas decided to die before they lived their life.
Hold on, guys.
They was talking about something.
Hold on.
Pretty much.
Hold on. The infamous words of Althea out of the movie Roots, I think it was. I ain't letting no guinea man take away my good fortunes. Ain't no guinea man gonna make me mess up my fortune. I promise you.
She's talking about the Finlato Kunta Kinte and Roots.
I know.
So, I mean, for people that don't know Roots, because believe it or not, a lot of people haven't watched Roots. They don't know who Roots is.
And that's
my name is not Toby. My name is not Toby.
I'm dead.
Well, we know your name.
We know.
We ain't had a Toby. We ain't had a light-skinned Toby in a long time. Should I just call you off-white?
Dame, you can go for
you are black.
But I know Proctors that look just like him, and they 100% black, so I don't count them off. I ain't gonna write them off too much.
Who said it again?
Oh, the Proctor bloodline around here is all of them like look just like him, to be honest, like the same color. Like for real, no, like the Proctor bloodline around this area, like they all high yellow like that. They all look like him, really. And they black.
Is a
and do you know the only thing that's gonna? Do y'all know the only thing that's gonna get Christopher Columbus banned?
So Quan, you got unmute your mic. You saying something?
Oh no,
that's Lee talking.
I was reading the thing.
Oh, the comments, yeah.
Y'all know
Lee,
do y'all know the only thing that's gonna get?
Go ahead.
No, Williams Christopher Columbus thing gonna get him banned is they just realized that he was Jewish.
Oh God!
They just realized.
Somebody read the comments. I want to.
I think all we gotta do. I mean, here's the first step. Yes, we talk about solutions, right? All right, here go one. We all sell our cribs, and y'all up at that end. You sell your crib, and you go buy a house in Berry Farm in Southeast, and then I come down here and I buy a house in the hood. And we all, and buy your house and
start checking up blocks.
Wait a minute, they're not no more. Them is $500,000 homes. Gentrification took over DC. So Berry Farms
not
and Berry
everywhere.
Farms no more.
Alabama Avenue, ain't that still hard?
They got some
or New York and Jersey Avenue, searching quarters even look different. I'm like, where Golden Rule at? Where searching quarters? All this other
now,
up and down the street is different.
Now who in there? I'm talking about us. We was talking about colored, we talking about black folk. Now who in them houses?
Oh, white folk in them houses, but who
okay, all right. I'm talking about so what I'm saying is
home.
So what I'm saying is everybody
that's
that
not
moved
what
out
he's
to
saying.
the county after you made your money and you moved out of the hood after you made your money and moved away, sell your house, buy a house or 2-row houses in the hood, and then work from there. But who doing that? See, that's what I'm saying. Be positive, but see who doing that?
I got a boy named KB that do that on the regular. I know niggas down here.
I'm not talking about to make a profit. I'm not talking about to make a profit. I'm talking about to
hear Molly.
No, I'm just saying, if you don't know them, that don't mean it's not happening. It's black people out here that own plenty of stuff out here. Definitely condos.
That's not what I mean, though. I don't mean it.
Pet bought a whole building in the hood. He owned all 4 units, and he written 3 of them out, and he live in one. I mean, it's
okay,
people doing it, but it ain't
there
enough
is
of us
people doing that. But what I'm saying is, when I get what you said. I had to say this happening like that, but it's not a move. We ain't got no move. We ain't coming together. We still separate. I'm talking about the move, and I'm not talking about for profit, Molly. I'm talking about to come together, to move back in the hood, to be an example, to be a leader in the hood. I ain't talking about just to come and buy some houses up so you can rent them out and ball over top of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Kids follow money. Like, they don't want to be the nigga who just around the neighborhood. They don't want to be Trae Young. They want to be LeBron James. So if you show these kids you can make money actually doing these things in the community and give back to the community, that's another role model they need to see. You know, so it might not look like something, but I see what you're saying, JoJo. We need to do that on a bigger scale. I see it on a small scale. And you just saying,
me too. Like, I see it on a small scale. I ain't saying it ain't happening. I wasn't saying it ain't happening.
Mike Epps went back and bought his whole neighborhood. Javante Davis bought his neighborhood in Baltimore. People start going over there and burning down the houses. So it's like, you live in Baltimore, you from Baltimore. There's things you should know. They doing that more in Baltimore than anywhere. So it's like,
I know. I'm saying, but I mean,
because it's happening.
Yeah, but
out here.
what I'm saying is, the neighborhoods ain't really changing though. When they buying the houses up, they're not really changing the neighborhoods though. It's more about just ownership, and you higher than the next. You higher than the next man. That's all it is. Oh, he owns all this. Whoopty whoop whoop. Name the street after him. Whoopty whoop whoop. That all sounds good, but everybody else looking up and at the street sign. You see what I'm saying? From in the gutter.
Yeah.
See, to me, this is like the perfect example of somebody saying something positive and then somebody being negative. You see how you were saying that this is not happening here and there, and then here comes Molly saying, well, it is happening here and here and here. And then you're like, yeah, it's happening.
Nah, man, I'm not being negative. I'm saying that, like he said, it's not on a scale. I'm saying, like, we can, like I said, we all see little things. We can do all little things, but if it's not all connected, the move ain't being made. It's all scattered. If you ain't making no moves. If you got if you got a whole bunch of little pockets across the country, it ain't like you got a big bag somewhere where you can really.
We gotta start. We gotta start small and then build it up. That's
no, we gotta stop.
We got the banks redlining all the neighborhoods still to this day. We got the insurance companies redlining all the neighborhoods still to this day. So we got all these things where they make it so very difficult for the average Joe. And I know all the people on this panel are the ones that achieve up and beyond all the others some of the stuff than the regular people, and it can be done. I get it, but on the average thing, and we're talking about a culture of how they're thinking and how things are built around them, and the fight that they up against. It's not like you did it. You see what I'm saying? It ain't always like you did it for everybody. So there ain't no main branch. I'm just saying that the main branch, every time there is a main branch, it gets destroyed. And I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that's the way it is. Look at Oklahoma City. That was a hell of a branch. That was the bag I'm talking about. Yeah. And they came through and they ripped it down. And they do it on other levels with the red line and everything. Everything is still red line. Do we make the banks pay for reparation because they let our houses fall apart? No, we don't, and none of this, nothing. So save all that negative Joe for your. I'm very positive. Save all that negative Joe for your mama, because that ain't what it is. Not you, for me, sir. I'm talking about some of the comments and some of the other stuff.
Somebody will give you a happy hit. You know what I wanted to say. JoJo was saying they're still redlining and stuff. You see how JoJo has all this information about how they're redlining? See, now you take a person like him that has that information, and you get a person like me that has that knows how to research and has resources. And now, no offense, JoJo, but a little bit more corporate and professional. And you take two people like that and you put them together, and that's how you make change. You see, he know what he's talking about, but then you need somebody who can get to the resources, somebody who could do the research and get out there and implement it, because that's how you cause change. Change starts with a thought, and you go through the progress, and then you implement that thought, and that's how change happens. That's all I'm saying.
I was at a show with B-Man. We were doing a show with B-Man. I went up on. I went to the block to pass out some food.
This is
and got held up by the police for an hour and a half. You heard me?
Crazy.
For real.
Finish, Lee. Go ahead, JoJo.
My bad.
No, I mean, when you're doing stuff, nothing, because it's gonna make everybody think that I'm trying to beat up that. But I'm here. This is what I'm saying. We're so broken up in the community. Like I got me. Right, you just all the stuff you said is absolutely correct, and that's the way it's supposed to flow, and that's the way it is. But with me, the knowledge and your ability to orchestrate some of the stuff, you know what I mean? Like it's hard for our people to come together and do that, because they've taught. There's so much hate in ourselves. There's so much wanting to shine so bad. You don't care who you got to step on to do it, not help someone shine with you, but it's just taught in a certain way. Me. Look at my ring. Look at my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's it's just a hard barrier to break for me to get connected with you to do something.
So go
we
back
can
and
get together.
tell your story that you was telling about how the police stopped you. This is part of why he feel the way that he do. Explain yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we doing a charity show.
Why you feel the way that the connection is so hard. Tell them what you was doing with the food and what happened.
I mean, this is a small example. Y'all heard some of the other stories where I had y'all said I should have had a case and all that, you know, a lawsuit and all that for checking me the way they check me, but that happens every day. Anyway, so we're doing a show on Penn North. It's a charity show, and so I walk up to the corner to let everybody getting high up. You know what I mean? It's a hangout for get high spot, like, you know what I mean? Like, and people and everything's moving there, you know.
Little trap joint,
So I walk up to the block, and it's a main block. I'm talking about it's a main block. So we're doing a show right down half a block down the street, and we're giving away food and drinks and all this stuff, you know, and I'm looking to get people to come down and get something, because I know they living hard, you know, up here. So I got yanked up, held up for an hour, you know what I'm saying? Maybe more, hour and a half, close to an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? For, you know, just a description, fitting the description type stuff in the hood. I mean, you know, they just pull you up. You could be walking to work and get yanked up by the police, and now go tell your boss why you late. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the whole culture is built. Everything's built to hold you in those shackles, yo, and it's on purpose. So it's hard to make these moves when somebody doing it on purpose. And yes, you making the move, yes, and you making the move. We're all making some type of moves, but we don't have no main line to go to. I don't have no, it's a whole bunch of separate ones now. I ain't saying there ain't no ways. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's like we don't have that main line. They won't let us have a main line, I will say to you, more or less. It's not something that we're lacking. They won't give you that main source of energy to which you can come up off of. They not letting the brown people be like that. Sorry.
I don't think it's enough of us giving each other that to start though. Like, we kind of all touched on that, but it's not enough love or nothing in between us as individuals anyway, networking to each, like pushing good energy to each other. So it's not until we start to get to that point where we trust each other again, and you're not looking over your shoulder trying to make sure this nigga ain't gonna knock you out behind you and just walk past you in the street and all that. When we get back to, because when I see people gritting on each other, it's usually people that look like me that's gritting on me. I don't really be out too many places where it's other people doing whatever. I might see it on TV, see it on the news, but I mean, we gotta get back to actually like giving a fuck about each other and not seeing each other as a problem or something to watch out for, or I have to look over your shoulder for, or
That's what's up right there. That's what's up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No love there.
Over there in the 8 miles, the same thing, Dame. And you got the same shit. It ain't no source of energy over there to get up off of.
No, I know. I agree, Holmes, and I'm over a half a century old from South Chicago, so I got a story for y'all. And I hope you appreciate it. Does anyone know what Cabrini Green and the Ickies were?
Hell yeah, good time.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay. Well, I was there when because all my family were there when they imploded the projects, and you know what's there today? And this is what I think's fucked up. You know what there's today? All they did is they tore down those buildings. They extradited them like migrants out in the suburbs. And now it's the most expensive waterfront property on the planet. I mean, it's next to like Dubai type shit. And that's what fucking pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off. They do the same thing in
Baltimore too, homies. They doing it here too.
All over. They've always done that. They want your land. They're going to migrate you off, scatter you like roaches and take what they want. They've been doing it.
God damn it, that pisses me off.
Hey, here in Baltimore, they've been trying to. They know they made a mistake and made Cherry Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
when they
I know
made Cherry Hill, they've been trying to get Cherry Hill back for a long time, because it's like right on the wall.
Damn it!
You remember those days?
Well, we are getting close to the end of the show, but I want to open this time up to because I said when JoJo come on the show, we're going to talk about Lee was there. Lee wasn't on the show. Lee and JoJo, you want to tell them that we had a good time in Aberdeen on Saturday? Did we not?
I know you did.
Oh hell
Sold
yeah!
out.
Oh hell yeah! We had.
You sure did.
It was
Put up a little bit.
It was
She boy. We had to stay lifted though, boy. It was a rough lift. We had to stay lifted. We was running behind. We was the
12 accidents. We came across 12 accidents.
The air was thick, baby, but we came through. You heard me. It was foggier than a mug when we got in the car. We all got together. But we cut through that thickness, and boy, we tore some stuff up in there. It was a great show. Good job, everybody, for real.
That's the
awesome.
Support game, holding the cable down and all that, which for your girl, you already. You know what I'm saying, too,
So that was, and we come together like we do on the Morning Mac show. Everybody have their different opinions, the different viewpoints. That's the beauty of it. And we're like a patchwork quilt where everyone has got our own little block, but we come together to stick together to make somebody else warm. How about that? Is that a good way of saying it?
Yeah, boy.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Really, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I get it. That was to me. That was a little gay, but okay.
You just threw your titty blanket over.
Right.
I look at it like
you get to say it. Anybody get to say it.
I'm so proud of you
know,
guys.
right?
I'm so proud of you guys because I heard the news this morning about your show, and I'm so proud of you guys. You guys had a blast, didn't you?
Lee, yeah, we started with.
Hey, you should see. Hey, y'all should see her. Y'all should have seen her performance on Friday. I put a table of food between her. I put a table of food between her and the audience to make sure nobody tried to, to go up. Mainly because of me, because I'm allowed to say some shit that it might piss somebody off. But however, out of everybody in there, Althea ended up getting picked up and didn't even realize she was being picked up by a stud.
Hey, wait a minute. Did she give it up? Did she give it up? Because I know she's been
wait a minute. Hold on. I got this shit. I got this shit on. I got shit on video. I could not. This chick was smoother than me. She slid smooth up there to the stage, past the table to tell out there that she said, "Oh, you're not fat, baby. You ain't fat. I got you." Big Girls had the best punani. I mean, she was smooth as shit.
That's what I heard.
But I'm PH-18. I'm not fat. I'm PH-18. She said, and I got you.
Right.
I got you. I said, I did. She didn't even realize she just got picked up by a stud.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shit, these new waves, studs.
See what
You can't even tell.
Hey, Reese, tell the story on your end. Tell the other end of that story, Reese.
Only thing y'all can say is, I like to say, but poor Tink Tink. Poor Tink Tink got competition.
Yeah, I didn't even know it. I'm just like, go back to your seat, lady. Like, oh, okay. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? I didn't know the girl was good. I didn't.
I'm telling you.
She was laughing and falling out at the jokes, and I was like, okay.
I'm talking about we were here.
Nutty Professor. She was falling out like that. And
we were here.
Hold up, Shorty. What about your man? You was double dating then. You was cheating because somebody said you was with your peoples, didn't they?
Talk about Tink Tink.
Didn't somebody say something about Reese about you being with your man?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I heard about that shit too.
Yeah. Enemy.
Hey, I got a shout out to the panel.
Somebody tell that story.
Shout out to the panel.
All right, man.
I got to shout out to the panel.
Enemy.
You guys don't mind.
You heard what I said now.
Tell the story, Reese.
What man? Wait a minute. Am I confused?
Boy, and ask you nicely.
Remember the guy that came who was that came by and said you don't warm him out? Because I was tired. I was just sitting there with my head down.
Oh, that was the man. The man thought Lee was a man in the corner because Lee had her head down like this. And then this other guy came by and said, "Oh, you don't warm out, did you?" I said, "Whoa." Lee was in the corner. He throw that man up. I said, Lee, that's my good friend. I did not tell Lee up. That's my friend. And I looked at the man and said, you want me to tell you up? You want me to tell you up? That was Saturday. I got my new white boo. I got a white boo.
Hey, Althea, just a shout out to the panel. Everyone's afraid of my show on Friday because Brenda Brown is going to be my MC. Phil Page is the feature. I'm the guy. But everyone's afraid that she's going to get kidnapped or something. So I just want you to know that the place is sold out. You guys can have so much fucking fun. It's going to be off the chain.
Well, if she do, we just going to get T-shirts made up.
No, but that's the reason why. Wait a minute. The reason why I said that. But the reason why I said that, if you guys look at the flyer, it's an ebony and ivory story. There it is. There's Phil. There's Brenda. There's me. Yeah, ebony and ivory. We're gonna fuck shit up. He's gonna be the clean one. Believe that shit. I'm gonna be nasty.
Well, you always
I ain't got a filter.
The way you said it was just
I got
funny
a
as
fucking
shit.
filter.
That was he said it with a snowball coming out of his mouth.
I'm nasty.
That's what's up.
Nigga spit a snowball out at the same time. Nasty.
Yeah, you know.
Can somebody can you read the comments before we get out of here? I do want to acknowledge the people that came in today.
Somebody else, please volunteer, because that's a hell of a lot of comments for me to be reading on the small phone.
I can't see. Who can see?
Somebody got a desktop. Yeah.
Are we going to the beginning?
There's so many of them.
Yes,
I'm looking through these. Let me get a chair. Let me get my reclining chair.
Big bro. I'm on YouTube. I'm glad to be a free thinker, Kenneth. Library card is my credit to my knowledge. That was at 11 a.m. That was a while ago. And we really not getting nothing. Screw what they do. This Kenneth F. Kenneth cussing? Oh, we take care of us. He said, screw what they do, we take care of us. We are the change agents. We all we got, we all we need. Watch Wall Street or Wall Brick Street. Why you put the bricks?
Yeah, right.
Watch Wall Street, watch learning, watch becoming one with ourselves. Kenneth, it was mostly Kenneth. Sliggy Woo shouting out his show. Y'all go check him out after we get off this live. Oh, that probably was you, Reese. I set up the video, Marley. Watch your chakras. Kenneth Clock. Mental fabric. Check your spiritual high. Eat some wisdom for the mind. What are you / we high on? Are you high on negativity or toxic? We need no one to lead us. We are gods. Speak Queen. Oh shit. Speak Queen. That's them at the Studio Tuyo Television. Rashid and the gang. The crew.
What they saying?
Speak Queen. Kenneth says Speak Queen. We don't own it, so you won't hear it. I think they was talking about the music at that time. The music. JoJo Baby, let me know. Talk that talk. That was Kenneth. That's their platform. Let's create our own. We got what do you say? I don't know what that is. Plethora of ways of making change, but I don't know why. Well, I guess he just was responding to what we was talking about at the time. Don't take everybody, just somebody to get it started. Malcolm and Martin was men like us with less technology. It's all bullshit. Keep it real. Rooted in grass. I'm making change. ASE. Can I put that a lot? What is ASE? Should I know what is ASE? I'm not.
It means I say. It's I say. It's like an African amen.
I say. Okay. I think Longhorn Langhorn used to say that. I say, boy. I say,
come on, Reese. Come on, Reese. I ain't with the sit down, and come on, Anime.
Oh my goodness. You know, said we can't do shit in these people's eyes today. Them the ones in the way. Words are blessings and spells. How are we using them? Very negative, that's a positive. It just depends on where you're looking at. And it's like
okay, let's just go in the last hour. I mean, it was a hot
They should have
topic.
sent me the link. Yeah, that was Kenneth saying we should have sent them the link. Grass rooted. Now that was deep. Slicky talking about the video you shared. My family didn't come off that Jesus boat, but I get the message. We was already here. Y'all gonna make talk my ish today. That's gonna take your kids out of school if that's the case. Slow and steady is the key. Amen, I guess. Speak Queen. It's not possible, but he has everything he say is negative. He find any and every reason to make a point why we can't, but it's all the reason why he can't. She knew it wasn't our true history. She knew it wasn't our true history. I think that's when he was talking about his teacher wouldn't teach the joint. What did you learn? Because he said, what did you learn? Columbus discovered America when y'all was talking about y'all fought to learn Black history. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah,
say good talk from y'all, listen to each other and learn later, y'all. That was from Woo. He sent some good positive message for you. Here comes the LOL. What's up, Woo? That's me. What up, Woo, bro? Yeah, that was it.
Right on. Good show.
I want to thank my panel. I want to especially thank LA Josh Preston and Shaquan because I know their time is limited, and Trey because they're not able to get on like they want to. But I want to thank them because when they're not on, they do support from the sidelines. When they're not on the show, they still on the show because they typing and looking. And that's what we need. I'm just trying to have a positive network where we can get on here, share information. Shaquan told us some stuff. Josh told us some stuff. Trey told us some stuff. That's where the networking, we are the roots, we are the wires, you know, for the next, when I say who's going to carry on the torch, and Shaquan said, people that look like me, we are going to do it. People that look like Josh, people that look like Trey. Like Nike said, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So we just got to devise a plan, formulate it, think, formulate, execute. Is that how you do it? You think, formulate, execute.
Okay. Can I just say something real quick? I mean, this is like personal for me. Like with Damon, I'm always messing with Damon. The reason why I mess with Damon is because he said he was going to do a show. He told Brenda Brown that when I do a show, I want LA Josh Preston on that show. He does the show, I'm not on it. So yeah, I'm getting something for Damon. I do a bingo. I did a bingo card today, and I won bingo because I said this is what Damon's gonna say. He's gonna say something about Gary, Indiana. He's gonna say that he's from Chicago. He's gonna tell a joke that he already said, and he's gonna say lock it up, and he's gonna interrupt at least 2 people. And he did all that. So I won bingo. Show up in Maryland.
What up, fam?
Like I'm in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm only 4 hours away. If y'all want somebody to come up there and support or want comedy, just let me know. If I'm available, I will go up there. I love Baltimore. I love the DC area. I did a show with Philip Page a few months ago, Lee as well. I enjoy working with y'all. And I just love that I
way to go, bro. We love you too, man. What's good?
Hey, man. And I just want to say that I love these type of conversations. I know some of the stuff I say. Some people tell me that I'm too positive, or you're not looking at the other side. But I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm here in Roanoke, Virginia. I've been here for 30 years, man. I've been called all types of names. I've seen everything. I've worked with Black people, white people, it doesn't matter. I've worked with all of them. So I know the situation, and I kind of have a feeling of knowing how things work. And people are saying things haven't changed. But let me tell you something. I think I'd rather be in my position where I am now to be back there when I was a slave. So I don't see how you can tell being a slave and doing something now is not the same, because I think we have changed, and like I said, we're going to make a difference. It's not going to happen today. It may not happen in the next 50 years. But if we keep pushing, keep working it, sooner or later, we are going to be where we want to be. It's just not our time right now. But like I said, I appreciate the opportunity to speak my piece. I appreciate talking with y'all. I can finally sit here and say something with y'all. And I really enjoyed this thing that you got, Reese. Thank you very much for having me on the show. And I hope to be on more shows as well.
That's what's up. Love you too, bro. Love you too.
That's cool.
Family.
That's cool.
In Roanoke, Virginia, how big is Roanoke? Because my grandmother's brother was a pastor, had this big church out there. His name was James Carrington.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's about 90,000 people, but Roanoke is growing because we have Roanoke, Virginia, then we have Salem, Benton, Roanoke County. We put it all together. It's about a little bit over 100,000 people. It's not like a real big city, but it's one of these cities that's growing. It's continuously growing because more people are coming in here, because especially more Black people, because now they're realizing, okay, this is a city where we can actually grow, because we as people, we understand that we've been through it a lot. So we now understand what we got to do, and we're continuously trying to do it. Like if you do the election thing and you look at Virginia, you see all the blue is on the east side, but you see a little bit of blue in the southern western part of Virginia. That's Roanoke. That's all Roanoke. We're surrounded about all these good old boys, as y'all say, but we're right there in that Roanoke, and we're expanding it, and we're keep on doing that and expanding. So hopefully, like I said, I'm definitely not going to be in my generation, but hopefully in a few generations to come, we can reach not to our. I mean, I'd say we're probably about maybe 40-45% there, but hopefully by each generation we can get up to the top and have the same rights, and then we can just look back at this and say, hey, this was history. Now look at us.
That's right. Phil, you on here, Phil Page?
Yeah, I'm on here. I just saw it. I'm here. What's up, fam?
I was hoping B-Man, he said he wanted to get on today too. Do you know why? And I sent him a link.
I don't know. I just got off the phone with that dude, so I don't know what he doing.
Oh, can you call him and tell him, remind him that I'm gonna send him the link again right now. But go ahead, Phil. Tell us about your shows, upcoming shows, what you got going. Or you can start off with telling them about Saturday, how that went.
Saturday was hot, man. I had a really good time Saturday, man. I loved all of y'all, man. All y'all came out and did y'all thing, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Man, it was good, man. We had a good time, My man Cody came down from Philly. Miss Althea, did her thing, it was like that, man. We had a ball. Okay. And then
awesome.
And then as you know, I'm heading out to Missouri this week, and we're gonna cut up Friday night. We're gonna try to tie Dickie down. I know that's gonna be a job and a half, but we're gonna cut up, So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Yes, I got some other things going on. I got a show at Sully's on the 25th. I got my online show get ready to pop off again on November the 2nd. So we just got a few things kicking off.
Okay.
Nice.
What show is this right here that's up?
That ain't me.
I
don't know who that is.
That's Nemo. That's old.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
sliding.
That's Nemo. That's Nemo.
Yeah, that's past.
Yeah.
That's past. That was the hot show Saturday. Sold out.
That sold out. We cut up. That was a fun show.
Nice.
Shout out to my man Poppy the Bear for doing his thing.
Poppy. I'm going on tour with Poppy the Bear, y'all. Poppy said he's gonna take me with him.
Yeah, go roll
You
out.
ain't gonna give it up. You ain't gonna give it up out there. You ain't
Go
giving
roll
shit
out.
up.
Roll with Poppy.
These jokes. That's what I'm gonna give up. These jokes. That's all he needs is these jokes. He need a fat girl.
Hey, does everyone agree with me? Does everyone agree with me? Althea got her braids on, and they're too tight, and that's why her eyebrows are above her glasses.
I'm waiting to hear about Althea's date.
Oh, now she
Nah,
gonna tell y'all shit.
Nah,
Hey, I hit it, man. I just hit it too, man. I knew it was gonna happen. Bingo.
She got her
What's
swerve
that?
on. Did he get the butterbean? Did you grab him by the ears and push it in there? Put one leg over his shoulder, stuff like that. Tell us, Althea. We're so excited to learn what to
Ain't
do.
shit happened because she ain't mentioned it. She would have been told us from the beginning.
I've been rooting for Tink Tink all week.
Ain't no dates. Okay, but you know
Man,
what?
ain't no date.
Because
What you mean?
Tank.
Wait a minute, TT called me Saturday afternoon as I was getting dressed. He sent me over a picture of his car. He said he crashed it, and he crashed his car up. And he said, I'm like, okay, you crashed your car up. He said that messed up his all plans for the weekend. So I said, well, call your insurance company. He cussed me out for saying, everybody worry about my car, my insurance company. No, I worry about me. Worry about me. I said, well, did you go to the doctor? No, I didn't go to the doctor. I said, well, what did you do? I didn't do nothing. I just went home and laid down. I said, see, you getting on me because I'm trying to tell you to go through your insurance, make a claim. You, Maryland, you paying the note, you got a full coverage on your car. If you would have went to your insurance same day, because I know I have plenty of he said that I'm worried about his stuff. I said, no, I'm worried about you overall. Go to your insurance company, make a claim. Get your claim in. They give you a claim number. Guess what? You can win a car. They give you a claim number. Guess what? You go to the hospital, to the doctor, and think about you getting all crashed up, worried about your body. And guess what? They give you a claim number. They also pay you for your time off. So that's what the insurance for. So you didn't do your thing as a man and responsible adult do and take care of your business. You went home and went to sleep and said, fuck everything.
He might not have insurance.
No, he does. He said he does.
Hey, wait a minute.
He said he does, but he doesn't.
Althea, she just popped in. I want to find out if she thinks that you're lying.
That's all.
You said what, Molly?
No, I
If
want
I
to
get in a
remember
car
again, the one in the
accident, I expect y'all to ask me, "Is I'm okay? How I'm doing?" You
did.
sure you go
Yeah.
to? It feel like he was worried about like, why you worrying about my insurance so much? Why you worrying about that? But you even asked about him later. He's still like, you should care about you more than anybody.
Molly, I didn't bring up his stuff until he said it. He said, "Man, I'm all messed up. I ain't got no car in there. All these plans I had to do for the weekend and all of that." And the only thing I asked him and said,
Man,
"Did you put a claim in with your insurance?" Why everybody worried about if I put a claim in? He was
That's what I'm saying.
I would have
What,
ran
gang?
the whole way to get some of Althea. I would have ran the whole way to get some Althea. I would have jumped fucking stolen cars. I mean, I don't even care where you live. You just give me that GPS. I would have ran to get some Althea. Fuck my car. I'm going to go on this date. So, you know, he fucked up. Sorry, Althea. He fucked up.
You need to run and get some headphones so you can hear when other people is talking.
You the woman, Shaquan. What you got? I'm happy Ting died though.
Can you ask that question again? Because I had to split the screen. Y'all know how I be cutting class and splitting the screen. So,
multitasking, I ain't mad.
So what happened? What y'all talking about? I know somebody was talking about insurance. What happened out there?
He cussed me out. And I mean,
JoJo.
No, Ting. The one who got up here and talk about, I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna go out. We're gonna have all this supposed to happen today.
Because you won't let him stick a nub in. You won't give him no boo tag, no boo day.
Booty tang.
He can't even keep his eyes on
it, girl.
You won't let him stick a nub in it. All you gotta do is lay to the side and tell him take his off. Let him stick a nub in it.
That's funny junk right
That's okay.
Mama.
Y'all sit back.
What Tay was saying when she wouldn't let him stick that nub in. He was like, "Mama."
Hey, this world is getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat in. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me.